Hi, my name is Kelsey Benton, or as my students know me, Senorita Benton, and I teach Spanish 2 at Discovery. So today what we'll be going over are the Spanish 2 textbook, Spanish 2 curriculum, and how you can best help your student from home. So our textbook is titled Así se dice dos, or two, and we do have hard copies of the textbook when we're in person in class, but currently we are utilizing the online textbook, which is very easy for students to access from home. All they have to do is open up a blank Google Chrome page and they just have to go up to where the little apps are housed, go down, find the McGraw-Hill app, and once they open it up, it takes them to their online textbook. So that's what we'll be using for the time that we're online. What we cover in Spanish 2. Spanish 2 is considered a novice high or intermediate low class. So what this means is that students should come in being able to string together basic sentences in the present tense. So this is everything that they learned how to do in Spanish 1. In Spanish 2, students will learn how to communicate in the past tense. So we mainly focus on the present tense in Spanish 1, and in Spanish 2, we incorporate past tense. So our Spanish 2 topics are as follows. Unit 1 is titled En Avión, and it talks about airplane travel. Unit 2, Una rutina diferente, describes daily routines. Unit 3, En tren, we talk about train travel and travel itineraries. Unit 4, En el restaurante, order and talk about food in a restaurant. Unit 5, Que se celebra, which is talk about holidays and celebrations in Spanish-speaking countries. Unit 6, Tecnomundo, which is talking about technology in Spanish-speaking countries. So now the question I get all the time, even when we're normally in class, is how can I help my student learn Spanish? And it's way harder right now figuring out how to help your student from home. So this is the advice that I normally give people. Number 1, practice with them. So even if you don't know Spanish, you can still help your students. They get vocab lists every unit, and for those vocab lists, they can make flashcards of their vocab. They can make physical ones, or Quizlet.com is a great source if they want to make virtual ones, and just running through those flashcards with them helps a lot because the more practice that they can get with their vocab, the better they will remember it. You can also run lines with them. So sometimes we do skits or presentations. We have a presentation or a conversation every single unit the students have to do. So you can just listen to them and give them feedback, even if you don't understand what they're saying. Presentation skills are the same in any language. So giving them feedback or just running their lines with them, trying your best to say whatever you can in Spanish and pronounce it correctly. Just the more practice they get, the better. The next one is everyone's favorite. It is watch movies or listen to music. So people are always like, wait, I can practice for Spanish class by watching movies or TV shows in Spanish? And absolutely, you absolutely can. That's one of the best ways to practice listening. It's how I practiced growing up in high school and college. I used to just watch TV shows and movies in Spanish before streaming services. I used to find the dub settings to change everything to Spanish on DVDs. But Netflix now has a great Spanish section, so you can find so many authentic Spanish language resources for your students to watch. So watch a movie with them or a TV show in Spanish. Or if your student's more into music, listening to music in Spanish is great because they start to pick up on words. I used to do that constantly. Or if they like podcasts, there are a lot of podcasts in Espanol as well. Last but not least, we have incorporating cultural events. So Your students will learn a lot about different Spanish holidays and celebrations in Spanish speaking countries. And the more that you can encourage them to teach your family about these different things that they're learning, if maybe they're things that you're not as familiar with, or maybe even incorporate little celebrations using what they've learned into your household. Like we have Dia de los Muertos coming up. So if you want to have a little Dia de los Muertos celebration, maybe make some pan de muerto, dead bread, and try that out with your family. That's so helpful and so great for them to get that realistic experience, because normally in class we get to have little celebrations and parties to kind of mimic these celebrations, but it's much harder to do online. So if you all can do these things in your houses, that's even more ways for them to be involved in what they're learning. So that's all I have for Español 2.